Welcome, everyone. Yes, this is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. And yes, this is Maverick Do It Different podcast. And today we've got a special treat for you. And as always, we're talking about how to do things different, create a different world, create a different universe for all of us to live in, to create a different life and a different society for each and every one of us. And doing it different is the name of the game with my guests. So make sure that you are in a great, comfortable place, have maybe a coffee or a drink, have a place to take notes, and let's get busy. We've got a gentleman here who, well, is on a mission to help people regain their time, their freedom, and their future. He's the founder of the No More 9 to 5 Club. He found his passion after a successful career in sales and marketing, where he transitioned to business development, investments, entrepreneurship, coaching, training. With his work with nonprofits, revitalizing low-income neighborhoods, or his ventures in real estate flips and rentals, he's developed a powerful training centered on business acceleration, efficiency optimization, and how to create opportunities for all his clients and for each and every one of you. So let's pay attention and let's get ready to talk to Jason McNamara. It is a pleasure to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Paul, it's my pleasure. And I love the energy, man. I'm so happy to be here. I'm so happy to do it different, show other people how to do it different as well.
Do it different is the name of the game. And I also have got to say, and so often I have guests on here and they say, yeah, I've done all this, I've been all this, I do all this, only you have some of the degrees to back it up as well. An MBA from the University of Miami, degrees in accounting, organizational management, certified EMT, and you've also been in the Navy. You've got some great, impressive background. What inspires you to do what you're doing now? What actually moved you to this space?
Well, a lot inspires me. I'll say my family keeps me motivated every day. But ultimately, I'm inspired by God and country as well. You know, I grew up poor and I struggled a lot growing up trying to figure out the pathway to make my family comfortable. And when I realized that I was able to give really good advice to people and watching them implement it and seeing the results, it inspired me to not only worry about my family's safety and comfort, but start focusing on my community around me to make the world a little bit better.
You're talking my language, and it's so important. You know, once you get past paying the bills and understanding that you're not going to starve and you've got a roof over your head, well, then what will move you? And it is about building a greater society for our future and for our future generations. So with all that you're doing, and why don't you give us just a snapshot of what you are doing so we get a framework of where you're at right now and how you're helping people?
Sure. So right now with the No More 9 to 5 Club, we are actively helping people, not only in America, but from all around the world, learn how to reclaim their time. And when I say reclaim their time, stop spending time on things that don't give them results. So ultimately, we want to teach people better financial habits, more discipline, how to save, earn, and invest their way to financial independence, because every single millionaire and billionaire I speak to agree with me that is the best way, learning how to save, earn, and invest their money. So we have not only a completely free pathway where people can come in, they can take the No More 9 to 5 Club boot camp, and I can talk more about that if you want. There's a lot of valuable info in there. But we have some amazing opportunities that people can come in and kind of take a la carte. You know, the club is built with a lot of different things, so that way we could be a mass market offer and make sure anybody coming to the club can find something that can benefit their future.
You know, one of the things, what moves people, and with all that you're doing, one of the biggest challenges is that sometimes we offer up opportunity, we offer up the food, the resources, we offer up all these things, and yet people don't take advantage of it because they're not moved and not motivated, especially if there's nothing from their side. What is it who are your perfect people that you're working with that are really going to be able to and want to and desire and go the distance to take advantage of all this? which is really what we want. We want people to build it and use it.
I have the answer, but before I give it, I want to say that I have a saying. Everybody's heard you can't lead a horse to water, right? My whole thing is, why would you want to lead a horse to water who's not thirsty? So my ideal people are the people who are out there looking to be guided well. They're looking for the right leadership. They're looking for real results, and they've been looking and they're tired of looking. And now they want to actually do the work and see the results. So my whole thing isn't to motivate somebody to want time, location, or financial freedom. My whole thing is I'm looking for the people who are actually motivated to get it, and they're willing to follow through on the steps when it all makes sense. We built the club with no nonsense. So when somebody comes in and they're smart and they know what they're looking for, and they see that we have meat and potatoes, there's no sugar, there's no fluff, they know they're home. They know they're at the place that's going to give them results, and we're not giving them any mindset stuff to help them pay our bills. We didn't do this to get a bunch of paying clients. We built this to change the world.
What is it if there's clients out there and this is where people go through their process? They're like, oh, that's not for me, because they don't know what's on the other side. They have no idea what it is. And so they automatically go no rather than yes. Let's help them say yes. What is it that they're going to be doing? What is it that you're going to be guiding them through to really lead them to the great life that we talk about?
Sure. So, we talked a little bit earlier about those basic building blocks in Maslow's hierarchy of needs: food, water, safety, shelter. And then you get up there and then you can do philanthropy and give back to the world. So the same thing comes with personality traits. So the first thing we're going to do is address our 8 core trainings that are in our boot camp: financial literacy, wealth mindset training, social and emotional intelligence training, trusted advisor training, character development training, stoicism training, and alpha training. And the reason we have these 8 core trainings is because every single successful person that I run across has all 8 of these down packed. But a lot of people don't. They might think that they have it all down packed. So going to the financial literacy, that's going to be a big part of it. Getting people to understand their needs versus wants, and actually getting people excited about savings. I've met people, so many people, that go from making a few $1,000s a month to $20,000 a month, but they don't save any of it and they don't invest it. They're still living paycheck to paycheck. So we have to really instill some discipline and get people on board with looking at their needs versus wants and looking at their long-term plan. So I like to ask people, if you can come into the No More 9 to 5 Club and 3 years down the road, you have time, location, and financial freedom. You're where you're at, where you want to be, with who you want to be with, doing what you want to do. How does that feel? That is your why. So once you know your why, now we can make the plan to get you there.
Yeah, to say the least. So they come in with desire, they learn their why, and now here's the path, here's the journey, and you provide that for them. It's really amazing what is possible and what's out there, and it's amazing what you're bringing to the marketplace for all of them. Why are you so confident that this is going to help people? It's one thing to set the road, but it's another thing to know it's always going to lead them to the right destination. So how do we know we're going to get them to the right destination?
I love that question. So one thing I'm confident, because I built it. It's worked for me, and I've seen it work for other people. So I know it works. And as I said, we're not a one-size-fits-all solution. So when somebody comes into the club, as a trusted advisor, as a veteran, as a man with integrity, I'm going to find the solutions that are actually helpful to the person in front of me without regards to my pocket. And I teach other people to do the same thing. The entire club is duplicatable. After somebody passes our trusted advisor test, very important if you're going to be a part of the No More 9 to 5 Club, to have that integrity as a trusted advisor. So after somebody passes that test, we give them access to be able to meet with somebody and go over where they're at financially, lower their home, health, automobile insurance, help them save money on normal bills like cable, cell phone. We can give people savings on food, on gasoline. So getting them excited about the savings section. and then teaching them how to earn more money, whether that's from some kind of expertise that they've developed that they have yet to monetize. We can help them build coaching programs, reselling other coaching programs, other high ticket offers, connecting the dots with the right people. One of my favorite affiliates is Food Forest Abundance. Their mission is to transform yards into sustainable food forests. So we have something in here for everybody, not to mention the wealth building section probably gets people the most excited when you start talking about automatically compounding hedge funds, Forex robots, leverage, and things like that, teaching people how they can start saving and investing today to grow a real future. The results are real. I've known so many people that have retired off of doing these things that I'm teaching people how to do. So when you get it figured out and you see the results and you know they're real, it's easy to be confident.
Sounds like there's something for everybody.
That's exactly what we wanted to do. We wanted the only person that really has an excuse not to engage with the No More 9 to 5 Club is a skeptic. Somebody who just says, no, everything's a scam. It's not for me. Okay, I'm not going to argue with you. I have 5 people over here that are asking for my time. So I'm going to go over there and give them the results that they're asking me for.
With all of this, we've got people listening from all around the world. And if there was a piece of advice, and there's entrepreneurs, business people that are just getting started, what would you say is some of the key advice that you would give them for when they're in that space of what should I be doing? Where should I be going? How should I be thinking? I'm just getting started. What would you have to say?
Sure. So again, I'm going to go back to that 3-year down the road, right? What is my goal? Where am I going? Where do I know I want to go? Once you have that, you need to commit to it. You need to make a plan that involves shorter term goals to get to your long-term goals, and then divide that down into daily action steps. And the key here to actually getting results is consistency. Show up and show out every single day. When you can stick to your daily action plan and you start knocking out those goals, they start to compound. All your good choices and all your hard work will compound. I'm not telling people not to pivot. If AI comes out and it changes the game, we get it. We utilize it too. But at the same time, you have to keep your goals in mind and you have to go after them every single day, relentlessly, intelligently, and committed.
Yeah, you certainly can't get off track. And so often that's one of the Achilles heels of what we do, because it's shunning the norm to go after the other, and then a new other comes up every day. And so you must stay the course and step by step, consistent, persistent behavior. Without question. Yeah.
Don't get distracted by those squirrels.
Yeah. And so often people want to know some of the pain that has been through. Have you ever been distracted by squirrels?
Yes, absolutely. I've had shiny object syndrome before. I've taken vacations. I've gotten distracted with things that are important. We homeschool our kids. So there's a lot of things that I do that don't ultimately go towards my long-term goals, but it all balances out. And I think it's important to also tell people to make a balance, because you can't work 16 hours a day and burn yourself out. Some of the other aspects of the club that we teach is law of attraction marketing, health and wellness, and networking. You have to have a balance in life. So we have an example daily action plan that we give to people after they're going through our trainings in the club. And it includes things like make sure you have intimate time with your spouse, happy wife, happy life. Things like this are essential to your future. Don't get distracted and forget about them. So exercise, eating healthy.
Is that on an hourly basis or daily?
Daily action plan. But what we do is
intimate time with my wife.
Oh yeah, that should be daily.
Hourly.
I like hourly. Hourly is even better.
And absolutely. And the whole idea is actually planning out your life. If there's one thing that we've keyed in on, and what you said is, man, that's the answer. It's one of the key components is every day, plan your day in advance. Don't let it just be happenstance, and on a both personal and professional. Yeah, so important. Really great stuff.
Thank you, sir.
With all of this, you've mentioned the 9 to 5 club, or no more 9 to 5 club. We definitely don't want that. I know I haven't had a job in almost 40 years now. I've never worked for anybody. So you got me at hello. It's no more 9 to 5 is definitely where we want to be and what we want to live. And you're in the same space. Even just getting prepped for this, you're like, hey, what's good for you? I have no 9 to 5. We're good. And that attitude and that energy is so great. Jason, any last words to share? And while you're doing that, also share with us how we can find you. You definitely want to reach out and be a part of your community. How do we do that?
Sure, absolutely. So first, I want to say to anybody thinking about coming to the nomore9to5club.com, that's the URL. That's how you guys can find us. It's important to come in and take your time. A lot of people rush through life. Rushing is not luxurious. And if you're rushing, you're not going to get the results. So take your time. We have an AI chatbot. We have a team that you can book a call with if you want to ask live questions. So that's important. As far as insights, what I want to tell the people watching this is make sure that you guys, when you're out there networking, make sure you're authentic. A lot of people, they put on a face, a business face, or whatever type of face. And when they're going out, they're not being their true selves. And Paul, I'm sure you've met a few people where you meet them and you're like, I wonder what that person is really like, because I don't think I just met them, right? But it feels a lot more genuine when you really get to meet somebody, you see their true face, they're able to open up and actually network correctly as a normal human being without ulterior motives. Get to know somebody, get to know what they can do for you, what you can do for them, swap stories. And sometimes you might just leave with getting to know somebody for a little bit, and that's okay. So having that integrity, the mindset to network properly and be a trusted advisor, if anybody wants any training with that, we have it in the club. And I'd invite them to come check us out. And other than that, I'm super happy to be here, and I'm super happy to keep growing with you. I really like doing it different. Oh, one more thing I will add about doing it different. I think if we have like 2 minutes, it's going to make a difference. So there's 3 things that I didn't like about 3 different industries, or one thing about each industry, I should say. And I'm going to talk about how the No More 9 to 5 Club does it different. The first is affiliate marketing. The second one is virtual assistants. And the third one is coaching. So with affiliate marketing, I didn't like that a lot of people end up paying for paid programs, mindset programs, things like that, ultimately left by themselves to resell this with no support, and a lot of people fail. We wanted to do it different by giving all the support up front and making a completely free path. So somebody could dip their toes in the water, see if it's for them. That's one way how we're doing it different. The second way is virtual assistants. I hired my first VA thinking, oh, I'm going to have all this stuff that she can do. There were limitations. So after company, we finally got a nice team that can handle everything. We have them trained up in-house using AI, using whatever it is that a virtual assistant can do, our team can do. So instead of having to go out and interview with a professional company and hire somebody, if anybody has VA needs, they can come to us, dump all their needs in one spot, and know it's going to get done professionally. And the last one is coaching. Our coaching program is unique because obviously we have our free course. That's all the stuff that's been recorded, the stuff that people can watch over and over again. But our coaching is unique in the sense that it's not just me, but I have a team of experts. I have incredibly smart and talented people on the team. So they meet with me until I feel like I've given them enough value that now it's time for one of my other experts to step in, whether that's a crypto expert, a certified financial advisor, a guy that does cinematography, a real estate agent, whatever the expert is, I know the person. So the best part to me about networking is being able to tell somebody, hey, I like you and I see what you need. I'm not the guy for it, but I know the person to send you to. And that's called integrity. That's what I want to teach other people how to do.
Got it. So with all of that, amazing. And yeah, and so much of a agreement with the points that you're making. So I'm going to leave them for people to re-listen to them and to grab hold of the nuggets that are best for them. I would encourage all of you to listen up to what we have here and listen up to this podcast. One of the things that we're both doing, Jason and the Maverick community and the Maverick universe, is growing our message and making sure that the concept of no more 9 to 5 is something that everyone understands is available to them, that everyone understands that you can build the life that you want every single day in building it to create whatever you want, so that you have real freedom, real choices, real opportunities at your doorstep. It's all out there. And so, Jason, real pleasure to have you here to introduce everyone to the club and to make sure that we are sharing the message in a bright and shiny way that you can have it all. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Jason. A pleasure. And so for everyone out there, Jason McNamara, thank you so much.
Paul, it's my pleasure. Thank you so much for having me on the show, and I look forward to working with you in the Maverick community more.
Hear, hear. As all of you know, we're on a journey together, so absolutely continue to share this, continue to listen up, pay attention to next week's Mavericks Do It Different podcast, and really appreciate any time that you can reach out to us on Facebook and on Instagram and continue to share the Maverick universe in all its entirety, because we're here for you. Thank you. Let's keep sharing. Let's keep expanding. Let's keep growing together. This is Paul Finck, the Maverick Millionaire. Till next time, everyone.
Thanks for being here today. As our gift to you, be sure to go to themaverickuniverse.com, where you can download your free copy of the Maverick Manifesto. Until next time, dare to be different. Dare to be a Maverick.